Please make sure to like and subscribe, it helps immensely.
Okay, very good, thank you. Oh, there you are. I wondered where you got into. Yeah, I'm just fine. Come here. I was just, getting a report on the repairs we need to the ballroom. Yeah, it's, looking like it's gonna take a while. We'll need a month at least for the stained glass to get redone. Not to mention all the damages done to the pillars, the infrastructure, the artwork. Fortunately, the advisors have moved our thrones to a new area where we can host court and such. No sightings of any dragons yet. I've not heard word from anyone yet, south, east or west. It appears that King Violus has gone quiet. Agreed. He certainly made himself known. Yeah, I'm fine. It's just, war, again. I was kind of hoping after we defeated Valakor and, all that we could settle down. Start a family. But, I guess duty calls. The rest for the wicked. Yeah, I know. Hey, I wouldn't be able to do without you. Come here. How? Honestly, trying to show your queen affection. Yes. That's what I was coming to find you soon for. The War Council is ready to speak to us. Come on, they're waiting for us. A short war. I don't know. It's pretty hard to say. The war with Valakor lasted a while. This, though. I mean, this is dragons. And that man, King Violus, he's like nothing anyone has ever seen. Part man, part dragon. He had a tail. Yes, I know. There used to be a weird little adventurer in the south. Part man, part cat. He had a tail as well. No, I didn't meet him. He was wanted, so I saw him on a poster. Something about fraud and fake artifacts. I don't remember. But yeah, this is going to be a big one. We'd only just recovered from the last one, but we'll have to see how things go. Nah, I'm not worried. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a little bit worried. I'd be a bloody fool if I wasn't worried. War's a scary thing, and people think fear is a bad thing, but it's not. Fear keeps you fast. You just can't let it make you stupid. I'm just nervous because this is an enemy we've never seen before, so we'll have to see what happens. I know you will, and I'll be right with you as well. Just like we were when we met. Anyway, the War Council's through here. Let's enter through and I'll fill you in alongside the generals.
Your Grace! Yes, Your Grace.
I still need to get used to that. Generals and commanders, gather around. Bring me the reports, please.
Yes, Your Highness.
Thank you. Now, it's only been a couple days since the arrival of this King Violus. As you all know by now, he claims to have an army of dragons. If this is true, we are facing an enemy that was once a fairy tale, hadn't even been spoken about for 1,000 years. I fear this may be a long war. And we must play the waiting game to see what this King Violez has hidden from us. Now, has the archivist been able to turn up any information? The Queen has called you forth. Archivist Harris, where are you?
Here I am, here I am. Your Grace, Your Highness. Yes, Your Grace. I have scoured through all our tomes and ancient writings from the days of your father and your grandfathers, and I have turned up, positively, nothing.
Nothing. There must be something.
Quieten down, gentlemen. Archivist Harris, are you telling me that you could dig up no information on King Violez or the dragons?
None, Your Highness. You must understand, all of you, that there was only a certain period of time when people started to record things, and this castle was the center of the Bone Wars here in the north. Half of the scrolls and tomes were already decimated. Well, Your Grace, my Queen, we know that the dragons breathe fire just like the fairy tales tell us. But how many, where they came from, what even is this King Violez? Forgive me, my Queen, but I could not find anything.
The first great step of war is to know your enemy. We are going into this war blind.
Please, Commander, I understand your concern. What you say is true. There is no information that exists in the north about the dragons. We'll have to try elsewhere. But as of right now, we know nothing. We could try and predict... map, please. Thank you. We could try and predict where Violez would attack next. I mean... He arrived to the ball alone, just like the Queen says. He didn't bring his army with him. He didn't come to the summons to attack. He came to make a statement. And he said that he would be taking his army to the east. I don't know, darling. He could have been bluffing, I don't know, maybe a dramatic finish, but have you heard any word from the east recently?
I'm afraid we have heard nothing, Your Grace. Pharaoh Sati and his wife Queen Nessa only left a couple days ago. It'll take them a while to return.
Understandable. Maybe it'd be best sending some of our forces to the eastern border. Keep an eye on things.
What good are ground troops? These are dragons. They can fly. What do you know? You are still young.
Commander, I would like to imagine you would speak to your queen in a more polite of tone with the respect she deserves.
My apologies, Your Grace.
Right. I understand, gentlemen, that this isn't like a war we fought before. The Bone Wars was different. We knew the undead. We knew what they were like. We had means to counter them, but this is a different enemy altogether. Your Grace, I believe you are surrounded by many noisy men. Perhaps we would value your opinion. Yes, that is a good question. Violez directly threatens the east. Now, just like my wife said, why would he do that? If he had come here, why not threaten us first? I mean, he'd made the statement here.
If I may interject, Your Highness.
Be my guest, Harris.
It has been common tradition for nearly a few centuries that the pharaohs of the East command the largest army in each of the four kingdoms. Your home of the South is second, and then here in the North is third, and the West is fourth.
Yes, that's right. Maybe he's going from hardest to easiest, but there's one other thing I don't understand. Where did they come from? I mean, people in the noble houses, the kingdoms and everything, and the lords and ladies, have existed for 1,000 years. No one has seen a dragon. They've just been fairy tales. No bones, no nothing. The dragons can't have just appeared out of nowhere. They must have existed beforehand. The West has been circumnavigating the ocean for ages. Never once have they reported dragon sightings or anything. No one has. None of the coastal cities, nothing. The dragons had to have come from somewhere. I mean, they don't live on water as far as I'm concerned. There must be something out there, an island or something, or maybe even another continent. Yes, you're right, my dear. It is our duty to find it. But we can't afford to scatter our armies across the globe looking for something we have no idea where it is. We need to hope to find some source of information, something that tells us about the dragons from way back then when they must have been on the mainland. Let me think. Yes, what is it, my dear? Yes. Yes, you're right, that must confirm it. It's like you just said, Viles is part dragon, but he's also part human. Or a part something from the mainland. That must mean the dragons were somewhere humans once knew where to go to. They must have gone there and... I don't know how, and I dare to imagine, but... they became hybrids. The humans who went there became hybrids. Part man, part dragon. You are a genius. What the Queen says is true. Since Viles is half human, that must mean the dragons were once on the mainland, and there were once people who knew how to get to where they lie now. We just need to find the means of unlocking where that location is, and what our ancestors did in the past to, I don't know, deter the dragons, send them away.
But how? You said yourself, there is no archive old enough.
No, that's... No. There is one noble house I can think of. I remember hearing about them when I was in the army of the South, the King's Guard. No. We'll have to find someone else. Okay, I'll tell you. There exists a noble house in the south, buried in the heart of the woods. It is run by two brothers called Lord Leonce and Lord Terence. They have an archive that is over 1,000 years old that they have made efforts to maintain. There are books in there that have been copied for hundreds upon hundreds and hundreds of years. And there's just one problem. Lord Leonce and Lord Terence are vampire lords.
Real vampires?
Yes. One of only a handful remaining. They don't cause any trouble for the Kingdom of the South, so King Jeremiah has granted them an autonomy to manage their house so long as they keep themselves out of trouble. Yes, my dear, they have an archive as old as everyone in this room put together, but I'm very hesitant to go to them. You must understand, vampire lords are tricksome creatures. Ever since the Great Hunt, They've resorted to scheming and trickery. Lord Leonce and Lord Terence are no exception. I heard rumors of them. They're dripping in wealth, but knowledge is their main currency. If we go to them for that information, if they even have it, they'll want payment. And they'll want to speak to you directly. Because they like having fancy guests around. It's good for their reputation, but I fear what they may ask of you. They will want you to go alone. No, you won't. I'm not leaving you alone with two vampire lords. And they won't just demand that. They'll demand a lot of money as well. Riches I'm not even sure the Treasury can afford. Yes, Your Grace. I understand that the care and safety of your people is far more important to you than the wealth that lines your pockets. I apologize, Your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. I will pen a letter to Lord Leonce and Lord Terence immediately. I will have them meet you as soon as possible.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Harris. You're dismissed. Are you sure about this, my dear? The brothers will ask a lot from you for that information, if they even have it, and they won't disclose that until you paid them. Maybe we should wait for Viles to make his first move and have the army on standby. I just... Huh? Wait. What is that outside?
What in the north is that?
Yes. Yes, the Queen's right. It's a sending sphere. It's a magical sphere. It'll be carrying a message. It'll need magic to unlock. Your Grace.
The East has fallen. East has fallen. The Prince of the East is dead. He is coming. 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 He is coming.
You heard your Queen. We shall not allow this King Viles to wrong anyone else. Not the families of the other kingdoms or our own. Commanders and generals, prepare a transport to the south to the homes of Lord Leonce and Lord Terence. I want an entire armed escort for the Queen.
Consider it done. When do you intend to ride?
As the Queen says, tomorrow. I want a full armed escort set up by the morning before they know we're on the move. And Lieutenant, prepare for Pharaoh Seti and Lady Nessa's return back to the north. I fear this news has reached them as well. They'll need somewhere to seek refuge, and we will gladly offer it in our home.
Understood, Your Highness.
One kingdom down already, and it's only been 2 days. Yes, you're right. The element of surprise is gone for King Viles. We'll head to Lord Terence and Lord Leonce, and we'll get that information. And I don't give a damn if I have to drive a stake through his heart to get it out of him. Glad you agree. You're doing great, by the way. You know, being Queen, these soldiers, they really look up to you. They do. You inspire them. And when we're on the Compass Road, you need to keep inspiring them. Hopefully we can get to Lord Leonce and Lord Terence without Viles knowing we're on the move. I don't know where he's going next, but wherever he's going to bring destruction with him. Yes, we will. We'll bring him to justice, and he'll answer for disturbing the Queen's peace. For now, I think you and I should take some rest. We'll have a long journey ahead of us.
Well, the next part of my night is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I'm back home now from the USA, so I can get straight back to work and hit the ground running. I want to give a huge thank you, of course, to my patrons, who you can see on screen and in the description, whom without this channel would not exist. A special thanks to Sam Not Swaggy, Battletech, Honey Toast, Nova VT, Nimskull, Cherry Milk Tea, Love Manga, Your Tree Flower, Yuri Tashima, Mallory Royal, Louis Chavez, A Dozen Roses, Miss Knotty, Faith McClain, Clementine0068, Owen, Darkfire238, Silvwren, Pip, Sakura Mochizuki, Vox Calamity, Kagome Woods, The Insane One, Micaiah Roll, Francois Canal, Taiga Mori, Lindsay Starr, Iris Towers, Trauma Bee, Pocky, Chihime Nanami, and Cord the Owl Lady. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you liked this video, make sure to check out some of my other videos right here. And remember, have a truly wonderful day.